That dog starts barking again. I'm gonna have words. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charleen. If you're new here, I have a confession to make before we start this video. I was meant to film this video at like 6 or 7, like a reasonable hour in the day, and get it done and chill for the evening. I procrastinated, I sang a song, I lay on my bed for hours on end. It's now 20 to 12 and I'm filming the video and everyone in my house is going to sleep. So, since it is Saturday night, I thought I would have a little glass of wine. I had one glass already and this is like the rest of the bottle basically. And I got a little charcuterie board. Is that what I think that's how you pronounce it. I made this myself if you couldn't tell. It's just a chopping board. So I have tuck crackers here in the front corner. Don't know what cheese this is. Came in a cheese board. Some purple grapes, Port Salut I think this one's called, some brie, some smoked applewood, cashew nuts, and then some more crackers. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Doesn't cheese give you nightmares? Is that a myth? I feel like someone told me that was a myth the other day, or like a few months ago. So I'll let you know in the morning anyway if I have any mad dreams. If I do, this is why. So if you see me eating, that's what it is. So for today's video, I asked my followers on Instagram to ask me some questions, preferably juicy ones. Just because I haven't done like a Q&A get to know me in years on my channel. Last time I had a little blonde bob, which was a good while ago. So I'm gonna get right into it. I've screenshotted all the questions. Some of them are very, very juicy. Let's go. Okay, so someone asked where am I getting my boobs done. I'm putting off answering this question just for the fact that I wouldn't want to recommend somewhere that I personally haven't been. I obviously have full faith in this clinic. I wouldn't be going there otherwise. I know loads of girls that have went there. But something about like me not having been there yet. But I've kind of until now kind of put it off. But I suppose since it's a week away, there's no harm in saying it. So I am going to Amber surgery in Lithuania. I'm flying next Sunday. We have to get tested when we get there. Yeah, when we get there, and then again before we leave, just to come back into Ireland we need a negative test. So yeah, we're basically going to be quarantining over there as well because you can't, it's locked down over there. So we're basically going to stay in the hotel the whole time. We can't do anything else, and we're also going to be recovering, so we're not going to be able to do much anyway, even if we could. I can't wait to vlog my experience and all. I'm just so excited and so ready. I wanted this for literally years, like I think since I'm like 12, since I knew what boobs were. Also a bit nervous but mainly excited. Someone said, how old are you? I am 22. I turned 22 in August, but I feel like I should turn 22 again next year because this year was just a write-off. So I'm basically 21 but officially 22. Someone asked what size implants are you getting? I actually am 100% sure yet. I'm stuck between two sizes. I want to try them on again, and I actually met my surgeon that is doing my boob job for me. I met him back in, I think it was March. He came over here and was doing consultations. I met him then, so that was a quite long time ago obviously. So I want to try them on again. A lot of people always say they wish they'd gone bigger. For me, I think I'm worried that I'll wish I've gone smaller. I think I'd rather go with the smaller option just because you can always make them look bigger if you want, which makes sense. Whereas you can't really make them look smaller if you went too big. We'll see, but I'll let you all know what size I go for and stuff in the boob job vlog. That'll be up 2 weeks time. Yeah, 2 weeks time. I can't believe I'm gonna have boobs in 2 weeks. Someone asked favourite holiday you've ever been on. I would say New York, just because it's just insane. I've been there twice. New York or Dubai. Dubai is literally like a different world. Like everyone needs to go. It's just insane, and it's everything's so new and modern, and the whole time I found myself being like in awe of the place and the stuff you can do. It's so like modern, like a big city, and then you go out to the desert and it's just the best. I was obsessed. Someone asked, do you want kids? Yes, I think I want like 2. I just think the concept of pregnancy and like having a child that's like partly you is just amazing, and I cannot wait to have one. I can wait, but I can't wait. Someone asked, do you find your screen time is so high and do you try to reduce it? My screen time, I don't even want to, I'm not actually going to check it because it's so bad. Like, do you ever get the update on it? Is it Sunday you usually get on? You get like an update and it's like, this is your screen time for the week. Mine's very bad, but I also do work for my phone, so I kind of blame it on that a little bit, but I am trying to reduce it this year. Sorry, this whole video is going to be mean. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to reduce it. It's just not good for your brain. Someone asked I want to get into influencer but I don't know where to start. Any tips? I feel like I answered this in my last get to know me, and I would say consistency, like literally post every day, post your story every day, especially when you're starting to grow. Like you need to post every day. Like find time when you think you don't have time, like get up early before work and get a picture. Do you know, if you're like, oh, I'm working all day, I can't get one today, get up early before work, or take loads in one day and have them set up for the week, so that way you don't stress about getting them during the week. Interact with other people, any vloggers, any people you admire, interact with them, be yourself, and as long as you're putting out content that you enjoy and you are proud of, that's the main thing. Don't focus on followers too much, because followers will come when you're being authentically yourself and you are posting content that you are proud of. Do you drive? Yes, I do. I've been driving since I was 18 I think. No, 19. I don't know how I passed my test. God love me. I thought I failed by the time I got to my like turnabouts and stuff, to that step, and I started crying, and the driving instructor was like looking at me. I was like that, tears rolling down my face, and he looked at me, he's like, Charleen, the test is nowhere. I was like, okay. I just kept doing whatever I was doing. Went back to the centre, thought I failed, and I passed. I need to have more faith in myself sometimes. My camera's gonna die. Oh my god. Not today, Jesus. Not today. So someone said, how did you start talking on your stories? Did you find it so nerve-wracking at the start? Oh my god. My friends will remember this. I started talking my stories, I think it was 3 years ago. Like this time 3 years ago. I think it was in January, because I think it was like my New Year's resolution. And I was showing off like a little haul of stuff I got. I think it was like gym gear. Actually, I remember it was gym gear, and it was gym gear from Peaches Sports. And like a laptop case and a phone case I got. They're like, actually still have the laptop case. And I was just going through it, and my voice was actually shaking. I was so nervous, and I wasn't even like on the camera like that. I was literally like filming it like that. And I remember my friends being like, well done and all, but like it was awful. It was bad. But like you have to be bad at stuff. You have to, you know, not worry about being bad, because no one's a ready-made blogger. Like even my pictures used to be shocking. They used to be like a mess in the background, and I just put it up and be like, grand, perfect. But yeah, it's just all like a learning curve and practice as well, isn't it? So I think I'm a bit too comfortable in my stories. I come on literally looking like a thumb. I don't use filters anymore, because the filters were just making me feel a bit shy. I was putting them on, I'd have a real skinny jawline, tiny little nose, eyeliner, and then it comes off for a second, you're like, who is that? And it's just you normal. It's like, no, that's not healthy. Nothing should make you feel like you normal isn't good enough. So if you're using filters and you rely on filters, stop using them. The difference I've noticed in my self-confidence coming on my stories like is, oh my god, night and day. Not too sure where that cut off because my camera died. Literally, that happens in every video. When have I not said that? Probably my vlog was the only time. Actually, I actually said it in my vlog as well. I'm a joke. I think I was in the middle of saying that filters on Instagram are just really damaging. Obviously, sorry, by the way, I don't mean filters as in like filter on a picture. I mean on stories, because the story ones like morph your face and give you different colour eyes and stuff like that. And then you go back to yourself and you're like, oh, it's just me. But like, that's not how we should be looking at ourselves. To be like, oh yeah, that is me. I look hot. Definitely something to think about. Oh, well. How do you balance studying and getting outfit pictures? Next question. No, I'm joking. Like I usually get my pictures when I'm in college, like on my lunch break or on the weekends. I probably give more time, not that I give more time, I give more energy to Instagram because I just enjoy it more. And college just, like, I just have no motivation for it, especially now that it's all online, and I'm just not loving it. I mean, it's always nice to have something to look back on, or sorry, to fall back on. I'm always raging as well, I can't spend more time doing Instagram because I do have to obviously give some time to college when it comes to assignments and stuff like that. I can't like skip them like I do lectures. But I just can't wait till I have it on my own time that I can just do what I want. But how do I balance it? I just like get up earlier or take pictures of my lunch, have things pre-prepared for the week if it's a busy week. That's just my main thing. Just having things ready to go. What camera do you use to take your photos? I use my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Such a good camera. I think the 12 has a 6 simmer camera as well, but this one's really, really good. I'm gonna ask if I have lip fillers. I do. This is what, why am I coming close? This is what they look like. I got them done in Kerry Hannafy's in Dublin. I've gotten them done since I was, I think 18 or 19. I kind of built it up over time. I didn't get loads at once, so I feel like they still look somewhat natural, even though I get a few comments on here sometimes saying, ooh, your lips like a duck. But I like them, that's the main thing. What is your degree in? My degree is in marketing management. I kind of just fell into it. So I actually originally was studying childcare, believe it or not. I don't know how. Fell in childcare. The course was so interesting, like so interesting. But I went to placement and I was put in this private creche. Well, it wasn't actually, it doesn't matter if it was private or not, but everyone that was there, the people that were working there, were like complaining. They were like, oh, I'm gonna start a course in September and all. Here I am in first year of my college course, and they all want to leave the job, and I'm studying to go to this job. And something clicked. I was like, oh jeez. Like I remember, I could still see myself sitting there in the tiny little canteen, and they were all like, yeah, I might do this the next year instead. I'm sick of this and all. I was like, oh my god, why am I here? And also on top of that, I had to wear a cardigan and these really, really horrible work trousers, and I know it sounds so shallow, but I just felt so ugly every day going in because I just had this knitted granny car. It sounds so dramatic, but I just hate it. I hate it. Kids shitting everywhere. Babies had green poo. No. No, 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 no. Where do you work? I work in Meltown Beauty. I work there 2 days a week. So I do, at the moment I think it was Thursdays and Saturdays. Obviously I'm not in now because of lockdown. But yeah, do 2 days a week. Everyone's like so excited to see your new boobs. Same. Honestly, same. My dream car is probably a Range Rover. I know it sounds really stereotypical, but probably like a big Range Rover, black one. Or a G-Wagon. Is that what they're called? I think it is. But yeah, I think a black one. I like white as well. My car's white now, but I think black looks a bit more like sleeker or something. Someone asked, do you watch all of Dano's matches? Yeah, I do. I was never someone that, obviously, like someone that watches football or is into it, but I'm like betting Dano's matches. I love watching them just because like he's playing. Obviously I wouldn't really watch it otherwise. But yeah, I watch them all. I go to them if I can, but obviously with COVID we can't actually go to them. It's really sad. First time being drunk experience. So I think I was 14. Now, ow, oh my god. I was sitting on my knee there and it was so sore. First time being drunk, I was 14. It was Paddy's Day and we were all like, let's drink, blah blah. Just around the area. Great idea. So me and one of my friends got a naggin between us. If you don't know naggin, if you're not Irish, it's 200 mils of vodka. So it's like this little thing. We got one of them and split it, and I put it in I think it was a Coke bottle. I like poured some Coke out and put it into that and drank it. And oh my god, straight away, like I was like, oh my god, I remember the feeling so well. I was like, I feel like I'm walking on the moon. Like my leg felt really heavy and I was walking around, I was like, oh my god. And then all of a sudden I was like so drunk, and I don't think I got sick, but I was so drunk and someone had to go to the shop and get me a bread roll. But I feel like I'm like that now. I feel like I get drunk really easy, but I also get sober really easily. So I don't know if that's like a thing. Yeah. For my first time. Way too young, don't drink at 14. How much do you spend a week or month online shopping? So this week, I'm adding up my head. This week I spent quite a lot. This week is like a bad week. A good week, but a bad week for spending. So I bought a pair of shoes for $2.30, just there. I bought stuff on Topshop for $1.20. That's 400. Motel Rocks like 60. Zara like 60. The Guts of 600 maybe this week. Which is a lot, but I didn't do much last week at all. So like it's not like I don't spend a certain amount every week. It just kind of goes up and down. Some weeks I'm like addicted. I feel like this week I was a bit bored, so I just kept buying things. So yeah, about 600 this week. This is a quite high week though. It wouldn't usually be this much. I'd probably be broke if it was. What was your first brand deal? I'm pretty sure my first brand deal was Pretty Little Thing. Like I'm nearly 100% sure. Like my first paid brand deal. My first brand deal was with a tan. It was called Tan Out of 10. I don't know if it's still around. I don't know if it's still a thing. But I remember they wanted me to take a picture, and it was just like a picture of the tan on my legs. I don't know on my camera actually. It was actually a really nice picture. I'll try to pop it in here if I can. But that was my first, like, I suppose brand deal, but that wasn't paid. But my first paid one, I I think was Pretty Little Thing. Are you 100% Irish? Also, has there been a moment where you didn't want to be an influencer? I'm not 100% Irish, so my mum is German, my dad's Irish, so I'm half and half. Was there a time I didn't want to be an influencer? Probably just times when you get hate, but I don't actually think there's been a time where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore and all. I think it's just times when I feel really hard done by, or like that something that was said was unfair or something like that. I'm like, I just don't understand why people are so mean and why people have this thing against influencers. But I think it's always going to be a thing, and the quicker I accept that people are always going to have a thing against you no matter what, even if they don't know you, the sooner you realise that the better, because it's never going to go away. As sad as that is, it's never going to go away. Favourite lingerie brands? Shein have lovely lingerie, Pretty Little Thing, gorgeous. Is it Savage? No, Savage Fenty. Why am I saying Savage? That's the aftertape. Savage Fenty, and Summers Lounge underwear, fab. The quality of their stuff is literally insane. Yeah, I think that's it. Would you believe I'm still sipping away on that wine? So, next question. What did you DM Dano when you said you were shooting your shot? So I texted Dano first, for anyone who's not aware. This question always comes up and every time I cringe at myself. But look where it got me, do you know? So, not all bad. But anyway, so so Dano followed me on Instagram and I was like, who's this? And I never see people follow me because I have like get quite a lot of notifications, so I don't like click into everyone who follows me. Like, I just don't really look at that tab. But that day I did see, so I clicked into him and I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh my god, I've never even heard of him before. Who's this man? Beautiful. And I was like, he's the image of Tommy Fury. So I was like, right, for days I was asking everyone, my girlfriends, my boyfriends, being like, how do I text him? What will I say? And they were like, oh my god, you need to text him and all. For days, literally days, I debated on whether to text him or not, what I should say. So me and Katie came up with a good plan to say, to send him a story of Tommy Fury's and be like, you're the image of him. Which I did. So I said, you're the image of him. So I followed, this is how deep it went, I followed Tommy Fury just so I could wait till he put up a story of himself, just so I could send it to Dano. That's how much thought went behind this. So I texted him, I said, you're the image of him, sent him the picture of Tommy Fury. He replied, and the rest is history. So if you're looking for a sign to shoot your shot, this is it. Someone asked, do you ever think other influencers steal your outfit ideas? I don't think steal is the word for stuff. I feel like Instagram in general is all about inspiration and people getting inspiration off each other. I don't think anyone's ever like stolen my outfit, and I don't think you can steal someone's outfit. I feel like there's so much on Instagram, it's very, very hard to be original. It's really, really hard to be completely original. Like, you're always kind of not copying off someone, but you're always getting inspiration off someone for something, I feel like. In a way, like for bits of your picture, like it doesn't have to be like a replica of someone else's picture, it's not going to be that. But I just feel like Instagram, it's hard to be really original on, so I feel like it can look like copying maybe from the outside, but from the inside and from all of us, I don't think so at all. Would you start an OnlyFans? The money would literally, it would tempt you, it really would. It's not something that I would, maybe if I was single I'd have a different opinion on me doing it. I think people that are doing it are amazing. Like, go you, get that money, get that coin. Like, literally, I'm so jealous because they're all millionaires. But I don't know if it's me or something that I would do. At the moment, no. But it's not something that I'm like, oh my god, definitely not. Do you know? I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm not saying I definitely would never. But I've no plans to anyway. Do you get along with Daniel's fam? They're all lovely. They've been so nice to me since day one, which I'm so grateful for, because I feel like a lot of people have problems with their other half's family. So yeah, it's fab. They're all just so nice. Someone asked, do you own any toys? Do you regret, or what's something you've learned from your past relationships? I don't think I regret anything that I've ever done, really. No, I don't think I regret anything. I think I've definitely learned not to let what someone says like influence what I do. Like in the past, people have had problems with like me posting on Instagram and stuff like that, and if I was still in that situation, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today, and that makes me really sad, because it's a matter of someone else can make you not do something you love because of them, do you know? That's one thing I regret, like making myself smaller to fit someone else's happiness, to suit their happiness. Like, don't do that. That is the biggest waste of time. What was your single life like I had a ball. Like, I genuinely had a ball. Obviously not the time when I was like upset about a breakup. That's not a fun time. But other than that, like, I had a good time. I just liked not having to like, now it would be different now because I don't feel like I answered to Dano because we both do what we want. We're really laid back, but like at the time it was nice to be single, to like not have anyone to answer to and not be afraid of, you know, repercussions of stuff you do, and like not even bad things but like little things that might have like started an argument before or something you can just do without worry. I think I really found myself and started to love myself, which is obviously so important. It's such a growing experience. Like, breakups literally grow you. Biggest pet peeve: rude people with no manners, people who aren't open to like discussion or are really set in their ways. What was your worst date? I actually only thought of this now. I went on a date before and I was actually really young and he was hungover from the night before. We went to the cinema and he fell asleep. So the whole time I was just like looking up and he was just snoring away, and I was like, perfect. It's the great confidence booster. Have you and Dano had many exes? I've had 2 and he's had 1. So it is now 2 in the morning. I'm still recording if my camera died twice. I don't know if it's a faulty battery, I don't know if I'm not charging it enough. I'm tired. But we'll plough on. A few more questions to go and then I am up to bed. Most hectic drinking experience. Probably a few times when I've like injured myself. So actually I do know. So I was at Longitude, I think I was like 18 maybe 19 actually. Went to Longitude, was having a ball, was so drunk, ended up falling, hit my head off like a tree stump, split my head open, went unconscious, got a concussion, went to the medical tent, whatever, and they were like, yeah, you're having a little concussion, you'll be fine, like just go home and take it easy and stuff. And then I was like, oh, Stormzy's playing. And I really like Stormzy, so I was like, no, I'm staying. Cracked open skull. No, my skull wasn't cracked open. I had a big gash on the back of my head. And I literally went unconscious. I remember I woke up, I opened my eyes and everyone was just looking down at me. And I got such a fright because obviously I'd just been knocked out, like, but I stayed and watched Stormzy, so that was pretty hectic. Then Longitude, no, Fruit Fruit the year after that then, or was it just last year? No, there was no festival last year. The year before that, twice actually, two times with Fruit Fruit, I went. After about an hour or less, I got sick and had to go home. Twice, from 2 different years. And then Creamfields in England, I got really sick after the first day and had to fly home. So, me and festivals don't really get on. What age did you lose your virginity? I was 16. I was 16 losing mine. I had a boyfriend at the time, so that's why that happened. But yeah, I was 16. What do you get in your LC? Leaving cert, I got 495. God, I'd be a genius. I got 395. Which I was happy with. So that is all of the well, not all the questions, there was way more. I just picked an interesting ones, things you might not know about me. It's now 3 minutes past 2 and my eyes are, can you tell? My eyes are hanging out my head. So for next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Leave suggestions below if you have any ideas. I'm just not sure yet, but I'll probably ask Instagram like I always do because I never have a creative idea. I was thinking like a little vlog or like a day shoot with me, like how I take my pictures, edit my pictures, might be interesting. Let me know if you want to see that. Then the week after would be the boob job vlog, and then you won't even know me, I'll have boobs. I'll actually have boobs. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a few new little facts about me. I feel like we've been here for hours because we have, because my camera kept dying. Story of my life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.